Yep, the crit is from Q3. Right. Alright, let's go motor racing, as Aaron says. Alright. I'm a little bit more energized from the first stint of operations. Okay, Duracell and Gallo managed to get themselves disqualified already. Is it a free tire choice? Oh wait, no, it's not. Alright, the predicted pit stop strategy is actually different. I think that the two-stop strategy would actually be a little bit later. It said 13 to 16 last time, but now it's saying 11 to 13. I think predicted pit stop strategy would be lap 1 for Formula V. It would be lap 1, as you know, things like that always happen. Just lap 1, turn 1 incident. But maybe we'll have a clean race today. We'll be ready to go motor racing in just under a minute. Tires, okay. So we've got the front four on the mediums. Got the four after that on the softs, with Verify and Jacob scrapping there in 7, 6 and 7. Jacob gets disqualified in the formation up there somehow, but the tires will now come off. Sorry. Alright, we will be ready to go motor racing very soon. Five lights. Motor racing. We will go motor racing now in Suzuka. Grant gets a good start, and Rick actually decides to sneak up. William gets pushed a little bit wide, and Rick takes the lead of the Japanese Grand Prix. It's been 2 weeks since we went racing, and this is where we're back at this. Verifies now actually a little bit tumbling down the order to 8. I'm not sure what's happened there, but Jacob's now set at the back of the pack. I'm not sure what's happened to him. I think a glitch might have occurred in the start. Now Frag gets a move on Kieran Dunn. Kieran in a Williams is a rare occurrence, as you know, last season it wasn't the best. Duracell already gets a penalty for corner cutting. Okay, It ends up at the back as well, behind Jacob. I'm not sure, but Jacob has done well to catch up, very well to catch up. Can again now you have the two AlphaTauris right behind him. He charges for the Red Bulls. Two Red Bulls right in front of them. As Rick is now in the lead, stretching out that advantage and lead in front of Grack. Predicted pit stop strategy is lap 10-11 for the one stop, 13-17 for the Hards for two stop. I'm not sure why you'd be stopping later if it was a two stop. So it's a two Haas's Final Flame stepping up as a reserve today. Final Flame, oh I think Verify touched the wall a little bit, or came close to. Mama Zelda's behind and a 5-second penalty, as we've had Mama Zelda already pitting as he's actually speeded in there. We've got Kieran buffering the fill right in front of two Haas's. So it's the front three, Josh Tomo, Grack and Rick, the front three from Q2. Fraskin 10 positions. Grack has lost one, obviously to Rick. Mama Zelda's pitted for the soft. Jetpack is DNF'd. Oh. I'm not sure if where we see a car, but we will get the virtual safety car will now come out. Alright, so the cars are starting to get a little bit spacey. The gaps are starting to form. Actually, no, they have not actually just yet. We're still very close here. TRS enabled now. Callum looks to go on and move on. Rom, no DRS, overtake pushed. He's not going to get it done in turn 1. Wouldn't be a wise decision. Now into turn 3, loses a little bit of the curve. Could we see a spin from Rom? One, actually, we're nearly seeing a spin from Callum, who's just about managed to save a spin there, as we've had a yellow flag come out. It's Alpine of Fras, who's ended up now in P13. Jacob stuck behind the two Haas's. It's a nice little sight. Final Flame looks to maybe make a move on Verify. Verify still stuck behind Bufferino Phil. Can he go into a move into turn 11? He does not, which is wise to not do so. Rick is now set. Grack actually has topped that, showing that he's starting to gain a little bit of time on Rick. Oh, he's nearly touched. They've nearly touched. Josh Tomo still looking behind, trying to stay, catch up and hang around with the front two. Kieran is still he's stuck behind his teammate. Final Flame has made the move on Verify. He gets past Verify. I wonder what I have to say about that. That's a nice move by Final Flame there. Jacob is still stuck behind. So it's now going to be Final Flame that takes over from Verify to try catch Bufferino Phil. Josh Thomas still in third with Rom. I think he's lost a position to Wackney. Kieran's now got an ahead of Callum. Final Flame is catching Buffering Phil. This is mighty impressive. And that's now he's going to go down the outside, and he gets the move done. This is a very nice move from him. Can we see Verify maybe get past, as Final Flame does hold him up a little bit there into that turn. Wackney's now claimed the penalty there. Right. It's not much going on here, so Grack is still in DRS range of Rick. He's got the next DRS one coming up in the first and final straight. No, Grack is still trying to get him. He's not going to get him. Maybe turn 11 could be the chance that he can get in there. Verify has gone back ahead of Final Flame, and Bufferino Phil was actually. So we've got the 4 Ferrari powered cars out in front, and a Hasser and the sandwich between Alfa Romeo and the Ferrari. Verify's going to try do the job the Final Flame did once and try get Bufferino Phil. Looks like a better exit from Bufferino Phil there as he does pull away. And Final Flame's overtaking Jacob once again. Well, he got the position back. So we've got tires here. We've got 5 lap old mediums, of course, and 3 lap old softs for Mademoiselle at the back. Is Jacob going to be able to catch Final Flame? Down at this turn, that would be a dangerous move. Is Final Flame maybe going to turn in on him? Does Jacob have the space to get this done? Oh, and he nearly ties the rear wheel of Final Flame, which would most likely send him spinning. And he's not going to get him on the straight. Duracell looks to creep up behind as well. That would not be a good good couple of corners for Final Flame. Now Jacob is Verify has unleashed himself in front of Bufferino Phil and Jacob. Very nice job by Verify there. Bufferino still in DRS zone of him. Jacob has lost DRS zone of Bufferino Phil. He's now in within the DRS gap. Final Flame is still extremely close to Jacob. Could we see a move getting done into turn 11 here? Will Jacob even will he give him the space for it? Jacob will not move over to the right too much. Will not give him too much space. That's a decent exit from Final Flame to catch up. He's going to get him on the turn 13. When Bufferino Phil's gone a little bit wide, as Verify has unleashed himself. He's a second and a half behind Callum. It looks like it's Final Flame is scrapping Jacob for that 1 point. Hopefully he can't catch him on the that first straight with DRS enabled. Verify are now they've turned the tables and they've now sandwiched Jacob and Bufferino Phil. DRS open. Jacob kind of lags around the track. Can we see the move getting done into turn 1? Possibly not. This is not the best spot for overtaking. So that might have to be another lap. He's got 2 chances here. He's got turn 11 and the next DRS. As Bofferino Phil makes a move on Verify. They're both scrapping. He gets in front of Verify. Now Jacob is trying to hunt him down. As Duracell now is a very interesting battle going on in the midfield. As Grack is actually in front of Rick. I did not see that. Apologies. It's a really interesting battle going through here in the midfield. But it's actually nearly the back of the pack. As Kieran is in front of Wackney, or is he? Wackney bites back. Rom in front. Could Rom be the next victim of one of these? Oh, as Kieran is forced into the sausage curve. He's forced to take a little bit curve there, and Wackney nearly tags him. Bofferino Phil's past Verify now. Final Flame still not past Jacob. He's past that turn 11 of he's past that overtaking chance of turn 11. There's been a yellow flag wave sector 2. I think that's an AlphaTauri. It's Edge who's off. Rick looks to make a move. He makes a move down to the outside off turn 1. And he goes off the track, and he's got a 3-second penalty from the pressure unfolding from Grack. But Grack has come back to take the position once again. It's a major improvement from Grack. Josh Thomas lost 3 seconds to them. Bofferino Phil slowly pulling away. Final Flame is also starting to lose a little bit. Callum's also getting involved in this midfield battle, but he's on the wrong end of it because he's lost a bit of time. Verify still in front of Jacob. Thing is about this is that Final Flame does get the DRS of Jacob, and Jacob gets the DRS of Verify. So the Haas is a really good spot. They're at a really good spot to keep Jacob from getting past the 2 of them. But Jacob is still doing a very good job to keep Final Flame behind and to also catch Verify. Bofferino Phil starting to catch Callum a little bit there. The 3-second time penalty for Sam. As Verify pits now, and Callum's received a penalty. Who's going to come out in front? Is going to be perhaps a wing change. It's not a wing change. It's a hard compound. That's a very neat pit stop, which will. Oh, I'm not sure what's just happened there in the pit lane. And Verify has nearly got in front of Callum because his pit crew was faster, but there was an unsafe release. He nearly got in front of him, so I had to back off a little bit, and now that leaves Callum in front of him. So he's essentially been robbed of a position. Kieran is starting to get involved in that Wackney and Rom battle. Final Flame not in the DRS range of Jacob anymore. Kieran is looking to catch the 2. They are all Mercedes powered cars. Mercedes powered. Looks to be like equal performance here because oh, and that's a very good, nice move there. It's a dodgy and risky move, but he got it done cleanly and safely. And he's also got that there done completely safe. Oh, and he's not going to be happy about that one. And that is Wackney has spun him. I'm not sure who spun who there, but Jacob's now pitted. Wow. It happened last time in Silverstone. Kieran departed from the league. He came back and now he's been spun again. Boys, he has spun. Let's see, Final Flame is gonna he's not gonna come in front of Jacob in the pits. Verify isn't gonna either. I'm not sure what's happened with Verify now because he's not close at all to Jacob. I don't think he's done the best on his hard lap. On final flame spawn. This is not a good time for the Haas. Verify very, very close to tagging his own teammate. Jetpack keeps he's wishing for a restart. Josh Dunwell is now going to lose another second to the front two, but as long as he can keep that podium place intact. Jacob's struggling to get into that point zone with his teammate. His teammate are doing a lot better than him at the moment. Duracell's not having a good race either. Neither of the Red Bulls are. Jetpack is. We've only had one DNF, however, with Jetpack. He's wishing, he's looking for a restart a lot. Well, what's happened there actually verifies just okay, actually never mind. Kieran has pitted for the second time. I'm sure that's his last stop. Rick is still hunting Greg down. The gap has always been staying under half a second. These two are really up each other, but when we can see the three-way title battle next season, if they can all stay, we'll see a very nice battle next season. If Greg, Rick and Kieran can stay around in this league, and potentially another driver that could come into the mix. Jacob has now set the fastest lap of the race, so it looks like he's starting to gain a little bit of time. And Callum is now battling Bufferino Phil. Bufferino Phil steps out ahead. It's nice performance from him in the midfield, keeping that P9. Jacob is actually in front of him now. Sam goes off the track, so that's going to be another position for Bufferino Phil, and it was nearly no position for them as they nearly got tagged. And we've got a VSC now. Looks like a VSC, so is Rick we're not gonna catch Rick napping. Greg still stays ahead. of the restart. Verify is gonna catch him in the pit lane now. Sam, so that's Haas might be scrapping for that point, but most importantly, I'd say the point from a team principal's perspective of Haas. I would say Verify, of course, does need the point as he is the main driver of the team. So Kieran is now catching Final Flame. Let's see how Final Flame can defend against him. He's gained 10. He's gone into the DRS zone in a couple of corners. Impressive by him, but he's just behind Final Flame. He's rapidly gaining time. Yeah, he's really gaining time here. At the DRS zone, it's gonna be a hard time for Final Flame if Kieran can get this done. But it would be nice if Final Flame can hold off Kieran for Duracell retires. Oh, Duracell's out. Duracell's out. He retired from. I thought he just retired but he's actually crashed. That is a terrible crash. The state of that Red Bull, a full safety car is going to come out, of course, as he's actually DNF'd nearly in the middle of the track. Wow. Rick has now gone and got another penalty for corner cutting. I think he had to let Crack pass. As they're both going to go into the pit lane. Let's see who is going to dive into the pit lane. I think Rick will serve his penalty. No, he won't even. Rick's not going to be serving his penalty. Is he going to actually somehow come out ahead of Crack? Crack comes out ahead. Josh Tomo pits. Alright, so we've got nearly everyone going into the pits. Mama Zelda's gonna. Okay, she's definitely gonna need to pit it on the mediums. Okay, he's gonna pit as normal. But Wolf Frost actually, he's on his softs. He has to pit. Yeah, it certainly does look like we're gonna have to wait a little while now for the restart. Alright, so the top 10 are now in softs. We've only got 2 of them on the mediums. I'm not sure why they've all pitted for softs. Would have boxed for another set of hards here. Right, so I'm surprised we haven't seen any hard says there's a different strategy for everyone. Actually, never mind. I see why they're on softs because there's 10 laps left to go. Actually, I'm not sure. Alright, so we should see this safety car ending, but Sugar is still behind, so we have to wait another lap. Or actually, we might not have to wait another lap. Come on, can you make it in time? Actually, no, we will still see another lap. Alright, so we'll have to wait another lap for the safety car restart. Kieran has been given another penalty. Kieran's definitely going to be extremely unhappy. So we have to see one more lap of safety car and boardness, but it will all be over. All the pain will be over in about a lap. But we've all got them all on softs except for Final Flame. Strange decision by him. Is he even going to try to jump his teammate on the restart? Alright, so safety car is in this lap. Final Flame is interesting because I think he is. Could he? Oh! And Rick. I'm not sure what's happening now. Rick is well, that's a free pass for Grack, and Grack has had the restart of his dreams. Rick is now ended up in P12. That's his race completely done. And now it verifies me giving a 5-second penalty for ignoring a yellow flag, which I might feel. But what Final Flame is now P14. I'm not sure what's happened. I think he's been blocked by Rick. Oh, and Mama Zelda's been tagged, and Rick's in the wall. What? Oh my, what is happening now? I was about to say that we were going to see an interesting battle now between him and Kieran. I'm not sure what's happened. I think he's got distracted by Mama Zelda now. Well, it's extremely unfortunate. Kieran's going to try scrap for that last 2 points as I predicted for a spin. I'm sorry, but I do predict it. Verify's going to need to gain those times, gain those seconds quickly. Josh Tomo is still in third. Rom is actually second now. Oh, and Sam has made a bit of a dodgy move on Verify. My tires are going away. I'm sorry for all the engineers, but the tires will be going away. At the moment, I don't think we need to find. Shut up, Jetpack! But the fucking restart. Sorry. Kieran has creeped up on Verify. Kieran will now try to get that 1 point. Can Verify even Verify Rick DNFs now? Yeah, he's just gone to the pit. I'm sure that's a retirement there. And Verify is slowly losing that, quickly losing that gap. Yeah, unless Kieran gets tagged by Callum once again. Oh! And what has just happened there? I'm not sure whose debris that was. Because Kieran has just moved, I'm not sure what's happened there, but Kieran just moved aside in turn 11 and then... Alright, now Verify's going to look for Galoo, which will give him a good point. But Jacob is in fifth. So it's a big Ferrari powered sandwich here, but Wackney is the odd one out there. Mercedes power. Kieran is coming for Verify once again as DRS has been enabled just at the right time for Kieran to attack. Actually, never mind, he's not going to get DRS until the next lap, which is going to be good. Which actually it might not be good as... And Rick has just left the league. Alright, well, Hooper and it's a full safety car. Oh, Callum's in the pits. Galoo. It's a full safety car, and this looks like Grack is going to win unless he slips up or anything like that. But these safety cars are only pushing him back. Verify may be able to jump these Bufferino and Jacob on the restart. I don't know what happened between Verify and Kieran at that turn 11 of the hairpin, but Kieran had moved aside and then a piece of debris and went. I'm trying to memorize. It had a bit of writing on the. There was a little bit of writing on the front wing. Just look at the front wings here. Alright. I seen this, the side plate, the end plate of it. Alright, that was, I think that might have been a Williams, yeah, I think that was Kieran's end plate that came off. Can Rom try avenge all of his spins and all of his mistakes? Yeah, looks like we're gonna have to be waiting a little bit of time for this restart. Actually, we could potentially be only waiting until the next lap. Until this lap, actually. I'm not, yeah, no, we will be waiting until the next lap. what, 5 laps of racing left to go. Actually not 5 laps of racing, there's just safety cars here, but this will, I think it will make it a lot better. Okay, so Rick is no longer in this league. Hooper's going to try his best efforts to get him back. Alright, so penalties, Verify's... fuck. Verify's got 10 seconds, that's a little bit gutted. Over that. It's actually hasn't. We have. No. Okay, so this lap we will see. We will see the safety car come in. And Grack is playing a game with that safety car. You can see, you can even hear the engines of that safety car. He's extremely close. Rom is a bit far away from him, but potentially Rom could try and jump him on the restart. But Grack is very good at catching people napping, as Grack is now backing up the pack a little bit. So the safety car will come in this now as flap. Safety car in. Now is Rom going to be able to catch him? Rom gets a nice restart there. Josh Thomas right up his tail. Josh Thomas going to try get it back. Grack now into turn 1. Can Rom go for it? Josh Tomo doesn't have the room to make it either. Wackney not a very good distance, but Verify is not going to try and make it move up alongside. Jacob, his final flame is not caught. Oh, and Kieran is now caught. Verify. Can Verify actually come back? Oh, and he's tapped him a little bit on the front wing. So Kieran is after Jacob. Can we see? Hopefully we cannot see. Hopefully we will not see. You know, I like to see my fair deal of spins and crashes during the race, but this is one that would be entertaining for a few seconds. But the horrible realization of it would, you know, because after what happened to Silverstone, you do not want a collision between Kieran and Jacob again. So Jacob's got Kieran right on the sails. Rom is starting to lose, starting to drop time to Grack. And Final Flame's gone past Bufferino Phil. Is he able to turn in now? And he's past him now, he's gonna hunt on his teammate. Kieran is looking at the rear of Jacob, looking to make a move. Potentially into the next DRS zone, which actually will not happen until 2 more laps, or 3. Final Flame is still nearly in the DRS of Verify. EVG Rom is now out of DRS of Grack, and that leaves Grack room to now accelerate and go and kind of calm the race down a little bit. Verify half a second behind Kieran. He's still doing a great job. Jacob is starting to slow down. Jacob is slowing down Kieran. And Verify is catching up to Kieran somehow still. And here comes Kieran now on Jacob. Where's he going to make the move? Potentially wait till turn 11. He's going to sneak up the inside. He nearly spins him. That's nearly a Max Verstappen and Lewis Hamilton collision there. Wow, I'm surprised that has not happened. As Jacob looks to me. Oh, Jacob spins himself. Oh, that is a bit of a dodgy move done by him on Kieran, and he's had to pay the price for it. As Bofferino Phil misses out on the opportunity to pass Final Flame. Final Flame still keeps him behind. This is great by Final Flame to keep Bofferino Phil behind and keep the points in for Verify. Verify is still catching Kieran a little bit, but he's got a 10-second time penalty actually. So I'm not sure where he will end up. Verify is actually doing a brilliant job to nearly catch Kieran. Sam has retired. Here's DNF, so that's why we have 4 out and 13 in. We have the exact number we had in Q2. Verify is still catching Kieran. Impressively, Bofferino Phil, the pressure from Final Flame in front. He's focusing on too much, resulting in him going wide in track limits. Gallo is behind Bofferino Phil, potentially airing out any room for Bofferino Phil to make a move on Final Flame, because now he's got 2 worries, 2 cars to worry about. Verified lost 5 tenths to Kieran. Is he going to make them up again? Jacob stuck in P10 now. We need to get back in that scrap. Is coming behind him to aid Gallo. Into turn 11. Will there be any move? No. Josh Tomo looks to get that second place off Rom. Rom needs to really keep it composed in the last few laps. DRS is really going to spoil the party of some of these drivers. Now Josh Tomo looks to make a move on Rom. Definitely not this turn, as that would be extremely dodgy. Unless you want to do it around the outside. Or is he going to actually do it? Oh, and Rom, he sees Rom trying to cover the left hand side. And that would have been an extremely bad ending for Josh Tomo. As he's going to get DRS, he's going to try to attack him for the second place. See the dedication in his driver's eyes. Is he going to get the move? Rom outside, Rom tries to squeeze him. But Josh Tomo is in front. He might even hunt for that win, for that first place. Crack just needs to keep it composed. But if he lets Josh Tomo's got a whole lap to get into that DRS zone. So if he can manage to do that, then that could be Crack done for. Actually no, it won't, because the DRS zone is extremely short on the last lap. As it airs out on the other ones. Verified lost the seconds to them. Seconds to Kieran, and Final Flame no penalties, impressive. But Kieran has now got more penalties. He's got an 8 seconds total of penalties. Bofferino Phil still looks to hunt down Final Flame with that penalty. It's the last lap of the race, so anything can happen now. Rom still behind Josh. Kieran still looking to hunt down that P4, that last place. Could even get P3 off Rom. Can we see any last lap spins? Jacobo's managed to get the place off Gallo, and now he's in P8, P9. Bofferino Phil looking on down Final Flame once again. Can Final Flame defend? Good enough. Bofferino Phil moves to the inside. Final Flame goes wide on the outside. That's great by him. Now into the final chicane. Verify in front. Bofferino Phil gets it. He taps him. And that's Bofferino Phil. Oh, Bofferino Phil has stolen it, but it's 3 second. His 3 second time penalty will result in Final Flame getting 5th as Crack wins the Japanese Grand Prix. P5 for Final Flame. That's a really solid result, and Crack wins. That's an extremely solid race from Crack and Final Flame today, and the reserve drivers and all those filling in really stepped up today. Final Flame definitely deserves the drive of the day. I'm sure Ferrari will be delighted with that. I will not be making fun of Ferrari this weekend. Maybe just Checo, but no. So it's actually another Finnish driver that replaces Yami. Looks like there's always going to be Finnish blood in that Ferrari team. Here's your final results for this weekend, before any steward appeals and decisions. Grach winning it's a good race from the Ferrari powered cars and the Mercedes powered cars. So now on to Brazil of round 7 of Formula V. We'll catch you then.